All right, hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out as always. So a bit of a fun one today, a challenge video. I decided I was going to jump on Talishar and queue into Guardians until I win. So this is notoriously our hardest matchup. We've always been a bit not favored, to say the least, into Guardians and Control type heroes. So I'm going to try my best to queue into these Guardians, and I'm going to keep playing until I win. Might be here all day. We'll see. So let's get into it. The hardest thing about this might actually be to find Guardians looking for a matchup. So not super prevalent in the meta right now, which is like kind of favorable for us. Honestly, like Verdant's kind of pseudo Guardian-esque in her playstyle, but we're still specifically looking for some Jarls, maybe a Bravo. Oh, we got another Vynnset looking for a game here. Got snapped up right away. All right, we found a Jarl. So, okay. So the idea here is like, this is a very tough matchup for us. So I just want to practice it in order to get better, really. So I'm essentially just going to slide everything in other than our D-reacts. We just want to build up big wide turns if possible, so we're gonna have to take a lot of turns off and hope that their strong hands, like their offensive output hands turns, don't line up with the turns that we need to take off. So I think Eloquent Eulogy is a good like chain ender that I'm happy to banish on turn 0. I did that completely backwards. I meant to play the Rindle Incantation, pitching the blue. And then, again, these Go Again Enablers are great for sideboard when we're trying to set up these big turns. So we're going to start on 3 Chance. I'm looking at this Phantom Banshee as a banished target. Cull could get us a Deathly Delight in there. Is there a world? If Tunic was up, we'd be able to go 3 wide. But Tunic is not up, so I don't think there's a line for us to go 3 wide. If we had like a Malefic, incantation maybe. So it doesn't really matter because they're doing this to us. 9 Dominate, on hit 2 random cards from hand on bottom. That hurts quite a bit. They're not threatening Pummel. Woof. So what do we do here? 2 random cards on bottom. We need a banish next turn, so I think we can only block with 1 thing. I don't think it's, I mean, we can't give Face Purgatory, we can't get value off it. So I think we just give Deathly Delight, take 6, and hope for a favorable banish that's not leaving us with Deadwood Dirge, essentially. Okay, so it left us with Cull. I don't hate that. Unfortunately, this is going to be another, like, setup turn. So we're going to banish Cull, and I don't think it's worth swinging anything just with what we have built up here. So I think we're just going to pass again on 3 Chance and really hope we can set up a wide turn here without them having something like fused Oakenold. That hurts for sure. So it's, again, like really tough matchup for us. Things not only need to line up for us, but sorry, I'm thinking of my line as I'm talking. Like they have to line up for us and they have to line up on their end so that they don't have a scary turn when we're trying to set up. So this next time we're going to start on 5 Chance which is good for us. I'm looking at banishing this Annihilation, maybe calling this Phantom Wraith, because I mean, we do have another call, so we don't even need to call in hand. Because there's a world where we go 3 wide. No, because we don't have the Chance is the issue. We don't have any Malefics up right now. So, and I don't think I want to break Vex and Quillan this early. It's a good sign that they're just sending Sledge at us, and they pitched, so they finally had an awkward turn. They did have an Oakenold, but they didn't have the pitch for it, apparently. I wonder if our next turn is just Widespread Annihilation, make it big. Can threaten go again, but I think I'm okay giving them these 2 cards. They're not really doing much in this hand. So I think we're just going to soak up some damage. Because there's no way to set up a 3-wide turn on our next turn, unfortunately. We need the Runechant Generation. We're not really seeing it. Widespread Annihilation kind of resets them, but again, it's not about disruption. It's about pushing enough damage to make it worthwhile. I don't even think we waste the Mauve Skies here, honestly. I think we beseech. Like, I don't know. There's a world where we strip enough cards, but okay, let's beseech, pay 1. So now Culla's online. And now what I'm thinking is, like, if I Mauve Skies, we're going to give the beef to Annihilation. If we Mauve Skies, I mean, this is all face up. So they would have to take some Rune Chance, block the 9, then our turn is over. So Mauve Skies isn't really doing anything because I'm not breaking Vexing Quillhand here. So I think we just present the 5 and 9. So we also have to manage our Banish Zone to make sure that we're not like going too much in the red. So we do just need to force this through. It is going to leak. They're going to leak a little bit of damage. We're going to strip their hand, which is good. But then we're back in setup mode right away. And continue on this, sitting on this Mauve Sky. So that prevents a bunch of damage. It's a really good answer to what we have, which is the issue with Guardian. I wonder if I just strip a card here, probably. So I'll let the last Runechant resolve, and then I'll go ahead and play out the Cull. I don't know if it's worth... Like, the thing about Cull is we could sit on it. It does pair nicely with this Eloquent Eulogy. It could allow us to go 2 wide next turn, but here I think I can't sit on these cards and banish forever. I'm just going to use it to strip a card and sort of like try and push a little bit more over the top. So are they taking the 8? No. Okay, Rootbound Carapace. Decomposing. Decomposing doesn't really do anything for Jarl. So they're taking 7? Or are they going to double D-react here? Taking 7. Okay, that's not terrible. We get their last card anyway. I don't know why they didn't banish or block with that. I guess they didn't know what Widespread Annihilation does, but that's okay for us. Okay, we do have a Malefic, which is good. Tunic is still online. We're going to banish a second Eloquent Eulogy. We have access to all of our Eloquent Eulogies, which is actually kind of awkward. So if we go Eloquent we have to go Malefic. If we go Eloquent Eulogy, can we present all 3 Eloquent Eulogies? No, they're not all in banish. I mean, we can pay for the last one. So if we go Eloquent Eulogy, Creeper's Mauve, Eloquent Eulogy... We'd have to pitch the Envelop in Darkness to play the 3rd Eloquent Eulogy. I don't think it's worth it. Interesting. So, wait. I gotta go back then. So, I don't think playing Malefic first is the play. I think the play is Tunic, just to get full value. Eloquent Eulogy, we don't pay. I think we're pushing enough damage. Then... Mauve Skies, Eulogy... What am I doing? What am I doing? I have to Mauve Skies, Eulogy, then Envelop in Darkness. Sorry, I gotta revert to the start of turn. Sorry. Okay. Mauve Skies. Eloquent Eulogy. Now they have to respect this 4 block, which might be a bit awkward for them. We'll see. So Mauve Skies, Eloquent Eulogy, Tunic activation for Envelop in Darkness, Malefic Incantation, Eloquent Eulogy. I think that's the best we can do here. Is it enough on this turn? I don't know. So that's why, like, we need to banish this, like, damage output turns. This is fairly wide versus setup turns. We are going to be sitting on an Eloquent Eulogy in our arsenal. So they're giving us go again. They're blizzarding, which is really rough. So choose to pay 2 or lose go again. Do we just lose? I think we just lose go again. Oh, that's really unfortunate. creepers in Malefic makes no sense. I think we just got punished. But is there a world where we play around Blizzard? Like, I don't know. We're learning here. Okay. I think we just lose the go again. We still stripped 4 cards. It's really unfortunate that we can't play out the Malefic. I guess I should have started with the Malefic in hindsight, but hindsight's 2020. I'm going to sit on this Envelop in Darkness in Arsenal since we have Tunic up for it. Runeblood Incantation is going to break. So let's go Banish Phantom Wraith. Tunic Envelop. Quicken will give Phantom Wraith go again. So I don't think we need to get overly fancy here. So we'll play out the Malefic. We'll activate Tunic for Envelop in Darkness. Don't think it matters. We won't take the damage. We don't need any help with that. Now we come in for 2 and 9. Go again, make a rune chant. I'm actually tempted to just like pay for this Eloquent Eulogy and sit on this and banish. Float that to the next turn since Tunic is not online. And this won't be great in Arsenal right now. So 2 and 9 go again. Thanks for the quicken, Jarl. Appreciate it. We still have all of our equipment, which is good. That's something else that we need to consider against Jarl. Let's try and maintain that as much as possible. See, our last turn was like terribly inefficient. We did not play that correctly, but that's why we're trying to do this. So they're taking a bunch of damage, which is interesting. So we're just going to pay for this Eloquent Eulogy. Instead of playing the one in Banish, I'm happy to sit on that. Float it to another turn. So it's coming in for 1 and 4. Fortunately, we won't end on any rune chance, which is a little painful. So they're going to go to 20. Or not. They're going to Yum Yum for 2. Instead of... Well, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I wonder if... I also forgot... we should maybe be on Reaping Blade. I don't know if, like... Are there that many CYB Jarl decks going on? We gotta plow one of our cards under. I think in this hand it's Beseech the Demagon, because our next turn is probably just set up. And it's not really... It won't do anything for us. Okay, so we're gonna bottom this. Are we soaking 8? I think we're soaking 8. So, yeah, that's something I don't know. Do Jarl decks run CYB? If so... I'm just going to pass here. This is a build-up turn. If so, I should be on Reaping Blade. They played Fruits. Another... No, this is a different one. No, they played a Felling of the Crown. Yeah, that's another Felling of the Crown. Not super great for us. We want to banish this Phantom Wraith. Tunic is offline. We have Revel and Runeblood's going to be in Arsenal. Do we have to... We can't take 8. We can't take 8. Oh, this is rough. I don't think we have a choice here. We're not going to get the value off face perg that we want to. I think we bottom this Envelop in Darkness. And then we just need to do this. This is too valuable in Arsenal, I think, in this matchup. So we did draw into a Deathly Whale, so that's not bad. I think we're going to banish the Deathly Whale. The choice now is, we want to threaten their Arsenal. I think we do. That's more impactful here. Okay, let's do that. We're going to threaten their Arsenal, make 2 chance on the back end. This is for 10. It's not terrible. We didn't get the value on face perg, and unfortunately we have an exposed head. So we took our Toque off for those of us who are Canadian. And we're susceptible to frostbite now due to Iceman here. And this does what? Nothing on this turn other than block. They're going to soak it up, and still they covered all of our damage, and they still have 2 cards in hand. This is the issue. We can't, I don't even know what I just did. Close. So this is why we can't just have normal turns against Guardian, because they're just too efficient at blocking. This hand is very awkward. We're going to have to banish one of these cards. I think we're just going to soak up 6 here. We are going to have Tunic online. We'll be able to go 2 wide fairly easily. Revel in Rune Blood is a thing. I think we just got to maximize damage output. I think we just have to take this, unfortunately. It's not great for us to go to 9. I think we're banishing this Machinations. We are going to play another Malefic Incantation because we're going to nuke all of our rune chants at the end of this turn. We're going to throw it all out there. We're going to play a Beseech the Demagon to buff our... yeah, we're going to take it so that we can guarantee 2 rune chants on Chain Close. I think we play it safe because they can still disrupt us here. We buff the Deathly Whale. We just got to go for it. Like, if they have a Blizzard or they have some sort of disruption, there's just... That's it. It's a cost of living, I guess. No, we don't need to take a second damage to Vynnset. Let's just pray they don't have disruption. We're going to go Deathly Whale for 3, 1 Unpreventable, and 8. 9 go again on hit, like a top. We're going to be able to follow it up with another 6 and another 10. So it's a 20 plus damage turn. Should be able to push some damage here unless they have disruption. They're choosing to take a bunch of rune chants, which is good for us. It's not another 10, it's more than that. It's going to be 4, 8, 12 after this. So they're taking everything. Yeah, we're going to banish a Phantom Banshee. That gives us an extra 3 damage. So now we break the chain, make another 4 rune chants go up to 9. And we're presenting another 16 damage. So they're going to Yum for 2, go to 14. We're still presenting 2 over lethal. They're going to take 9 rune chants down to 6. Phantom Banshee for... I still think Reaping Blade might just be the call, just like as a failsafe. I don't know what their hand is and what they're trying to keep here, but they're going to give us another... They're going to go to 1? What is your hand, bro? Interesting. So, oh, it's a Mangle that they're going to dominate. +2 dominate on a Mangle. It's coming in for 10 dominate. That's not great for us. But we're not strictly dead. And if we give them all of our equipment, can we push the last Unpreventable? This is no longer online, so that's 5. We go to 2. And we can just push the Unpreventable. Did we just win? I thought we were going to have to be here forever. What does the on hit from Mangle do? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, we just won, I think. Yes. GG. Unless they can deal 1 at instant speeds before the first rune chant resolves, but I don't think so. It was a really close game, don't get me wrong. I don't know if that counts. I mean, it counts, we won. But like, okay, did we swing Flail 1 time? GG's. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for the video, guys. We might, like, I don't know. We might queue into another one. Okay, let's see if we can queue into another one. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to reflect right now whether Reaping Blade is just the play. Because I don't think Flail made a big enough impact there. Like, they're going to play Yum Yum no matter what. Fruits of the forest, of course. Everybody knows it's yum yum. And if they play CYB, then we just have a safety net. I just don't think Flail does enough to warrant the gamble. All right, we found another Jarl. Is that the same? I think that might be the same one. We're going to try Reaping Blade, see how it changes. And we're going to do the same thing, just put all of our offensive pieces in, ignoring our D-reacts. Even though they're nice in Arsenal, I think we just need... We need to be able to pressure, we need to be able to set up and make big damage turns happen. So if we get hit, we get hit. It's really unfortunate if we get hit by something scary like a dominated Oakenold, but that is the life we live. Okay, 7, turn 1 here, just a bit of filtering. Do we take 1? I don't think so. We probably just give them the Beseech as well. I'm favoring holding the Mob Skies back just because it's like the go again enablers I think are premium in this matchup, just to be able to like we have to be able to go wide in order to get over the wall that is Jarl Vitradi. What is it? That sounds about right. So let's see what we draw into. I like to see that. We are just going to set up a Deathly Whale pass, putting a Shadow Puppetry as the premium go again enabler for Deathly Whale. Unfortunately, we don't have the rune chance we need, which is the issue. This could get awkward fast. We don't want to be drawing into like half of our go again cards here on turn 1. We're just going to have to continue to set up, especially since they played a Channel Lake Frigid. I'm really tempted to play out this Galaxia to get a 2-cost discount. So we could play it for 0, even if that's the minimum we do. So I'm like sort of tempted to just give the Mob Skies here. Take 4. I think I'm happy with that. We'll have 2 whales set up. So we can play this for cost 0. Grab a Malefic Incantation, move on with our lives. We have 2, so the goal here, which we can achieve, we could go 3 wide with the hand we have right now without trying too hard. Tunic is going to be up, so we could Tunic as well, which means we can even give up, 2 cards for this. Are they threatening Pummel here, I wonder? Do we face Purgatory? Do they run Pummel? These are all questions that I have. If they pummel us, it's not really the end of the world. I think we can just give up 6. I think we can give up 6 here. Are they going to pummel us? They are going to pummel us. How nice. It's okay. We can give up the Beseech the Demagon. Did they just... No, they didn't double pummel us. Okay, good. They took it back. So they're going to pummel us. We're going to lose 3 value, which is a little unfortunate. Erase Face is also like not ideal here because it does shut off our Vynnset ability. So that actually does prevent us from going 3 wide now that I think about it. So maybe, I mean, Faceperg wouldn't have made a difference though, because they would have just given us whatever card they're holding back here, and they would have still been able to pummel us. So I wonder what that means for us. Like Shadow Puppetry, we can't take to Vynnset because of Erase Face. So this is no longer a Shadow non-attack action card, so it does not trigger Vynnset's ability. So then we would close the chain on 2. We would be able to do Deathly Whale, Eloquent Eulogy. I don't think it's enough. This might be crazy, especially since they have a 5-card hand. Oh, this is where it's like really tough. Because... we could go 2 wide... We could even, I don't, okay. I think we have to, it doesn't feel right to just take this another turn off. So we got to play, oh, we're under Channel Lake is something that I'm not considering. So that's just confirmation that we need to take the turn off. Okay. Thank you for making the decision for us, Channel Lake Frigid. That's why they pitched that way as well, so they could keep it up. So now we get a fused Oakenold, which is awesome. I love that for us. 9 dominate on hit, 2 random cards. Do we want to soak up 3 of it? What's worst case? Worst case. We want to keep 1 of these. So do we just like take the 9? Let's just take the 9. I don't know. They're still at 40. We're going to go down to 17 here. So this is clearly going really, really well for us. So I actually don't hate how this shook out. They are going to lose their channel, right? Right? God, I hope so. God, I hope so. Just Arsenal. Thank you. Okay, IP'd themselves. That's good for us. Banish this. Can we go 4 wide? I wonder. I mean, if they have any disruption, the answer is no. So I think we play out one of the shadow puppetries no matter what. Play out shadow puppetry. Maybe we should have done the one in Arsenal so that we do have like a little bit of a buffer in case they blizzard us or something, but I don't know. We're YOLOing. Our first one was lucky, we won. Now we're going to see how badly we can lose into Jarl. So I'm going to play out the first Deathly Whale, and we're just going to have to see what they're doing. They're activating Tunic, which is scary. What are you doing with that Tunic resource? Are you just ABing? You don't know what you're doing. They're going backwards. They're going backwards. Taking some damage. Good sign. How does Blizzard work again? I didn't see one yet. Okay, so making a rune chant. They're taking more. The first one was unpreventable. Maybe that's what they didn't understand or they didn't factor in. How close to life parity can we get on this turn? That also sucks for us. So Stalagmite, it's sort of fine. We can pay through 1. We can't go 4 wide anymore. But that's sort of okay. So we have 1... Wait a minute. In response to... Sorry. In response to the Frostbite, like to the defense, we need to activate Tunic. So that's important timing. So the reason for that, for those of you who don't know, is Frostbite also taxes Tunic, so you can't activate Tunic if you don't have any resources. So on block, we have to activate Tunic before this resolves. So now we activate Tunic with the Bastion trigger, Stalagmite, Bastion, whatever it is. Now we have our floating resource to pay for the Frostbite. So now we should be able to break chain, play shadow puppetry, paying through, we don't need to take another damage, paying through the Frostbite, playing a second whale. And then the choice will be, do we want to throw another 8 or do we want to end on 2 rune chants? I think we want to throw the other 8 because we have to capitalize on the opportunities we get to push damage. It doesn't look like they want to block anymore, so they probably have something powerful that they're going to do on their turn. Maybe another, like, Break Gauntlets Mangle or something. Jarl seems to have, like, enough tools to do scary dominating things. Let's see what we get off top. Shadow Puppetry. We don't want to banish our last Shadow Puppetry. We're going to lose it anyways. So maybe we should have banished it. Unless we throw the Eloquent Eulogy. But I think the Eloquent Eulogy... No, I think we gotta go Ruin, and we're gonna have to banish our last Shadow Puppetry, which is an oversight. I think maybe we just like choose to banish it then on the Shadow Puppetry on hit, so that we get opportunity to maybe get an extra Rune Gate card and banish. It does hurt us, so... Okay, so we were able to bring them down to 19... And that's where, like, the life lead doesn't really tell the full... They did have a blizzard? No, we got that off top. Thank God. Target attack. Loses and can't go again. Okay, so it's an ice instant. So just for future reference, we know what the hell that card does. I think it's another setup turn, so I think we just give these 2 cards. We're probably going to banish the Bounding. We can call them, but they are not going to pummel us. What do you have in hand that you want to keep so bad? On hit, create Frostbite. That's fine. Do we call here? Like, it's not really doing anything in our hand. And we needed to call before the Frostbite became a thing. So they just IP'd themselves. So I'm not sure what the game plan was. We're just going to set up, end turn, maybe Arsenal this call. And then draw into a full hand of non-attack actions, which is exactly what we're going for. They are just playing Channel, though. We don't have a blue, though. So it doesn't really bode well for our setup. And a felling. That sucks. So maybe they, I don't know, maybe they want to set up this channel in Arsenal. So felling of the crown, they weren't able to meet its condition, I guess. Oh, they don't have 4. Yeah, they don't have the earth card, so it's only coming in for 4. What are we doing on our turn? Tunic is not up. We don't have enough resources to do anything meaningful through Channel Lake Frigid. So I feel like we can't really do anything. We can't really do anything. So we're just going to throw a couple cards in front of this, I guess. Call it a day. We're going to banish a Revel in Runeblood. That hurts our soul. And then, like, okay, do we just throw the Eloquent Eulogy paying through the Frigid? Or do we just have to risk it and, like, take another 2 to Blood Debt and go to 10 and hope we can go insane next turn? This is not looking great for us. I think we just have to pass and hope they didn't draw into gas. Okay, this is not terrible. Is there Eloquent Eulogy call shenanigans, I wonder? Plow under. Is that what you're doing? No, you're going to CNC us. Little they know we have call. Okay, we're going to take some damage here. Are we going to call them? Or are we going to soak this up? So we're going to start the turn on 3 rune chants. We're going to play out a Deathly Wail. We kind of need one of the succumbs. We essentially have to hope that they take one of the arcane, succumb them. Like, I don't know what the play is. So you just, like, is Channel gonna die here? I think Channel might die. Do we face Purg? No. They could. I don't know. This feels wrong. This feels wrong. I feel like they're gonna pummel us. Let's try Face Purg. Hope to banish into something we can banish. Or hope to draw into something we can banish. We did. So that's good. They're discarding a card. They are gonna pummel us. Okay. So we didn't effectively play around it, but that's fine. What does our turn look like? What does our turn look like? So no matter what, we need to let this, I mean, this is going to hit. Now that it's hit and pump, so like call does nothing. So that's fine. We discard this succumb because I don't think Like, they're just going to pitch a blue to prevent our rune chance, right? I think we discard the Succumb. It's not going to do anything on our turn. And then I think we just banish, set up Malefic. We can't take 3. So I think we just have to send this 3 and 6, set up a couple rune chants. Like, this is such a hard... you're playing, and it just feels like you're doing it wrong. But, like, there's not much... Like, it just feels like a lose-lose, right? Like, if you take a turn off to set up, they can have something really scary that they can throw back at you. If you don't, and you just throw, like, something minimum at them, chances are they're not going to take much damage. There they did for some reason. Just because they have this natural Oakenold, which is extremely punishing. So we kind of have to go for the Gusto here on our next turn. It's not looking great for us. We have no choice but to give them Tunic or Creepers, which is bad. And bad. If they pummel us here, it's just so bad. Well, if they pummel us here, we're just dead. So let's give them everything. We'll go to 2. We'll lose cards that we needed. We'll banish a card that we like. And then we'll have to send this so we don't die. Not in a great position. They're going to soak this up. We're still going to end on 2 chance, which is not terrible, but we're at 1. They just need to find 1 dominate thing. So, like, this Mangle probably next turn will do it. They Carapace us. So this felt more like it. So I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to navigate it. There's no other way to navigate it. We need to set up. And now we're just dead because we drew into nothing but Ringgate cards, which is sort of like where this deck wants to be most of the time. I mean, it would just have to block. I would have to overblock with everything, right? So as to not die. Wait, I need to undo that. So that's our only... like, it's actually hilarious, but I have to block for friggin' 12 just so we don't die. Actually, no, we die anyways because we have bounding. Yeah, we're good. GG's. GG's. We'll go out on our own terms to our blood debt. Good game. Good game. So, yeah, I think we got lucky our first game. That felt more like a traditional sort of like Guardian matchup where it's like lose-lose. You're trying to set up to do something significant enough to push over their wall, but maybe I'm playing it wrong. Like maybe Jarl... You just send what you got. But, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like enough. They get so much value on the block. Or maybe, like, I need to be better at... I don't know. But, like, for the most part, things do just need to line up for you and not line up for your opponent. Which is like, ooh, yes. Okay, we get a different Guardian. Amazing. Okay, Victor. We're just going to get full punished here. So I think we still run Raping Blade because I think CYB Victor is a thing for some reason. I mean, probably because it's good. But it makes me sad. So, okay, fun. This will be our last game no matter what. We did get the win first thing, so, like, we should probably just retire then. Victor is probably harder than Jarl, in my opinion. I don't know that for a fact, but they're better at blocking, and they get more value on the block. All the more reason for us to set up. So maybe I do need to like reevaluate my game plan into Jarl, but I'd love to hear from you guys to know what you think about that matchup and how you navigate it. Are we taking damage or are we just going to give them... I really like Malefic in this opening hand. I'm tempted to take 1 just so that we can go to a lower life total. It's not a terrible idea. I don't know if they're on CYB. I'm just like, maybe I just have PTSD from CYB and I'm like overthinking the CYB thing. But no matter what, Malefic is a good... I think it's worth 1 life to hold on to Malefic as a setup piece on our turn 1. So, let's draw into some new cards, and let's banish a Bounding Demagon, which we also love for setup. Then we're going to play Malefic, and then we're going to Sonata, for 0 to find another Malefic. Let's find a red one because they're nice. And we're going to Arsenal. That was like a perfect setup turn. Love it. Beautiful. Love to see it. Beseech, Eulogies. That's enough. We can give one of the Eulogies here. They're just going to set up. But Visit is create a gold. Then if you control 3 or more. Oh, that's actually not great for them. So maybe their hand's not lining up, which is great. That's what we need. So E-Strike for 5, go again. Let's give them one of the Eloquent Eulogies. I don't know that they're presenting crazy on hits that we need to play around, but we'll find out in 2 seconds. Taking 2 down to 36. What else you got? CNC hurts me. CNC hurts me. We have Succumb to Temptation, which is pretty impactful here. We can face perk them, but then we don't know what we're going to be drawing into. Wait. Whoa. Wait. Why did we skip blocks? Did I click something by accident? Pass. I would like to block this. Do we face perk them? I think we might just face perk them. Let's face perk them. They don't get their Test of Strength, which is good. So that ripped some value from them. We drew into not a great piece. Tunic is not online either, so that's really bad. Banishing this Runeblood Incantation. Oof. Do we send a Bounding Demagon for 2 and 7? It just doesn't feel like enough. It might be crazy, but I'm like tempted to take another turn off. Like this is, I don't know. Let's take a turn off. We just hope, because that can hurt them too, right? Like if they draw into all of their defensive pieces, which Victor Goldmane runs a lot of them, then they can have really, really awkward turns where they're IPing themselves as well. So this is just what we got to it's hard to balance that because you don't know what's in your opponent's hand. So it's hard to know what is a blocking turn, what is an offensive turn. Like they happen to have Spinal Crush here, which is back breaking, as you can see by the art here. Ayo, up here all week. Okay, if this hits, no go again. If this hits, no go again. No go again. Therefore, do we care? Does it hit? If it hits, no go again. It hits, no go again, which means... No, it means that this doesn't do anything. If we're just going to continue to set up, then we'd have to give all of our non-attack actions, banish the Deathly Delight, call it a day. 6-7, take 2. Let's do that. Let's do that. We're still in setup mode, unfortunately, here, I think. But it's allowing them to set up as well. I hope that's a defensive piece that they're about to arsenal, because I don't think we're doing anything on our turn again. How many rune chants do we have at this point? 2. 3 at the beginning of our turn. So we're like getting closer. Like I wouldn't mind drawing into Oblivion at this point with the 2 Malefics. So again, we're just going to take the turn off and cross our fingers and hope they don't have anything insane set up. We take 2 to Blood Debt. We drew into Oblivion because we're gods. So in my head, I'm banishing this Phantom Banshee or the Widespread Annihilation, because we can send the Widespread Annihilation first, followed by... Yeah, this is a pretty good turn. CNC hurts us, though. We really want this Succumb. CNC hurts us. But even if we go Widespread Creepers Mauve, we can follow it up with Deathly Delight and Demon. I'm really worried about Pummel. Do I just take this? If they pummel us, we can give Phantom Banshee. I'm going to take it. Like, this is crazy. Might be crazy. We're going to 25. they get our Succumb to Temptation. It's too bad. I'm playing around Pummel there. Like, we don't need this Phantom Banshee. It's a little excessive. But it is what it is. I mean, we can pitch it to creepers to retain our Tunic resource, I guess, but it would have been better to soak up another 3 damage. I don't really hate... I mean, Warmongers would have crushed us there, so I'm glad they didn't play that. Weird choice, but... Okay. Widespread Destruction. Play Widespread Destruction. We got to order the triggers. This is important. We got to order these triggers over here. Pass. Let the Malefics resolve. Then we have 6 chance. This is a sneaky thing we can do with Oblivion. Pass for the other Malefic incantation trigger. Then this is going to light up for us. Beautiful. We get to play Oblivion because we have 2 rune. We now control 6 rune chance. 4 on the chain, 2 on the back end. We get to Oblivion and make a friendly demon. Look how friendly he looks. He just wants to be friends. Then I'm just looking at Demon Friend. Then we're going to Creepers in Mavrion Skies for Deathly Delight ending on Nazareth. I think we're going to close the chain after this attack no matter what. Trounce can hurt us. But, I mean, we're presenting enough that they're not going to be able to take advantage of their mites or whatever. The gold draws them a card, unfortunately. So... Did we win one? They're going to bottom it. Did we lose both of those? Probably. I don't know what's happening anymore. Talashar's confusing, but they have a bunch of tokens. So, looks like they fandangled it to make sure that they win that clash. They're going to take 3. They still have a full hand. This is why Victor sucks. Break Chain. Please give me a card from your hand. Please, thank you. Then we're going to activate Tunique. Unique Tunique. I was hoping they were going to overblock or overcommit on that. We're going to Creepers. They've taken Arcane, so we will keep the Creepers, thankfully. Now we get to play Deathly Delight with Go again. And we're going to end by swinging a nice friendly demon at their face. So this was a good turn, and we didn't have to soak too much damage. Like, it was awkward enough for them on their side to allow us to set up. So I think the setup game plan is definitely right in Victor, because they have more. Like, look at the friggin' fridge they're wearing and all this kind of stuff. And they have less disruption. Jarl, I really need to reflect more on our status in that game. They are letting this hit, which is a very questionable choice. They may not have realized that Mavrion Skies is online, which is a symptom of Talishar. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So now we're going to present another 6. They still have 4 cards in hand somehow, and they've only taken like 6 damage. This is like, I don't know, this is not cool. Victor's not cool. That's the official statement right there. Like, how much... What did they start that turn on? They're down to 26. We're not even at life parity. And I swung 3 wide, and they still have 4 cards in hand. Like, that makes no sense. That should be illegal. Do we Arsenal the Phantom Banshee? I don't think we do. We should have, because now we have a handful of stuff. I mean, it's fine. We're just going to block. Not sure what this does here. This counts as a gold, right? Yeah, it does, unfortunately. Okay. So we're going to make a bunch of mites. Cast Homes. They're going to draw a card, because that's cool and fair and balanced. So they're still at 4 somehow. They've done all these things. They're still at 4. They've done something else, and they're still at 4 cards. They undid their action. They didn't like what they drew into, so they undid their action. That's questionable. But I guess it is what it is. We're not playing competitive CC. I don't think I would have... whatever. I mean, we're just testing. This is 9, which is fine. We're going to cover it up. We still have a bounding. They're swinging at us. I wonder... Like, do we do... I think threatening Arsenal is probably more impactful here. I think we keep that. Like, the next turn is the type of thing that I'm like unsure of. Do we just present Demon and float a bunch of damage? Do we present Widespread Destruction in hopes of disrupting their arsenal, but their arsenal might just be a defensive piece? If we just ring Demon, we are giving up on Spellbound Creepers, which is maybe fine. I don't think we're going to be in a position to activate it twice in this match. I think we just remind them of Nazareth and float all of this other damage to a future turn, is my thinking. So Test of Strength, test my strength. Let's see. We're going to hit a Beseech or a... what is it? We got a clash, right? No clash is done because there is no attacking hero. Oh! Whoa! When this defends, clash with attacking hero. That's wild. I did not know of that interaction. That's a really cool lesson. So if they test of strength on a demon, it doesn't activate. So now they're going to draw. Are they going to take it back again? Let's see. So they're going to draw. Undo. No, I'm just kidding. What are we doing on our turn? We have no creepers. So we have no go again. So we can only do one thing. Chokeslam. Are you going to chokeslam a demon? Or are you going to chokeslam us? They're targeting us, which is good. What does this do? Can't gain attack. That's kind of unfortunate because... Okay. Taking it back. Maybe they decided it makes more sense to chokeslam the demon, which I sort of agree with, because we might just, like, we could give a hand and just, like, keep swinging demon until we have something crazy that we can go. Yeah, no, they're chokeslamming the demon. It's kind of a funny visualization, seeing a Victor Goldmane just chokeslam a demon into the ground, but it's something that is with... No, they're changing their mind once again. They're chokeslamming us. So they just want to, like, assert their dominance, show that they can chokeslam both us and a demon. I wonder if we just give a bunch of cards and just keep presenting demon. Why not? Why not? Do we just block with it? Let's block it out. Let's block 10. Blocking 10. What are you going to do about it? Pummel us? Dare you. I dare you. They're tunicking. What are they going to do? Creepers? They're going to pummel. Great. I love it. Love that for us. So we're going to take 3 whole damage. We're going to swing a demon at their face. They're like, this is actually not terrible for us. Just going to keep swinging demon until they deal with it, because it allows us to continue to float an insane... Like, we have... The way I'm looking at this right now is we have 13 damage just sitting. And it costs us 2 life to keep that 13 damage floating, which I don't hate, because at some point they're going to have to deal with this demon, and then they're just going to, like, the hope is that we have a really strong turn to snap back with. We've seen 1 Mavrian Sky. We've seen no Shadow Puppetries yet, so we have a decent amount of go again left in deck. They're giving us a Warmongers, which I love. So we're blocking 6, preserving 2 cards in hand. We draw into no go again enablers, unfortunately. Tunic will be up with Envelop, which is sort of like tempting. This is for 4. I'm going to block... Oh, they're swinging this at Nazareth? What does that do? Yeah, okay. I don't know. Maybe they were like... Maybe they don't know what Nazareth's life total is. That was a bit questionable, but... I think we are going to swing something at them, because we're still, like, threatening Demon. But this hand is conducive of us just, like, actually swinging something and then ending on 4 rune chance. So, I'm happy with that. So, let's banish this Deathly Whale. Let's use Tunic Resource. Like, we're being very efficient. We're eking out a lot of value from this turn. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think we just sit on the Deadwood Dirge, honestly. Yeah, there's no point. I could trade it in for 2 rune chance, but that's fine. So let's just swing the whale. I think it's more important to like float rune chance right now. Not like, I don't know. I don't know if destruction is actually that good in this matchup, because they're often going to stick just defensive pieces, D-reacts in there. And now they're going to have to take a bunch of damage, potentially. Maybe it's not a defensive piece. I was half expecting them to take a bunch of damage here just to deal with Demon, because we were just like biding our time until we like draw into our go again stuff. Because once we have go again, we'll be able to like go off pretty hard. 2 go agains and no rune gate cards. So that's just how it goes sometimes. But we have 2 go again enablers. If all they're doing is casting homes here, I wonder if they're going to deal with Demon finally. We'll see. I'm kind of looking at this Malefic incantation as a target for banish, unfortunately, but we'll see what they do. They're trading in a gold. What do you got off top? You trading another gold? Let's see. They might be digging for offensive pieces. I hate that they're undoing that. That's really questionable. I mean, like, they're just like, oh, let's see what's on top of deck. Nah, I don't like that. Undo. It's like, all right. That I don't. Even this is casual. I know this is casual. I'm being picky, but that's like not that cool. So we would like to go 3 wide, which is pretty easy to do without this machinations. So we can banish it though. Do we just take 4 damage so that we can set up another Malefic? Is Malefic incantation worth 4 damage? I don't think so. I don't think so, unfortunately. So we're going to give up this machinations. Take 1 down to 13. And we're going to have a pretty scary turn, which is good. Okay, so Shadow Puppetry. I think the Dirge is just a safety net. I don't mind like holding on to it for when we need to go shields down, which this turn, like, we are going to end on 0 rune chance. So yes, we definitely pay. Actually, now that I think about it, the Deadwood Dirge needs to happen. It can happen after the destruction. It can happen after the destruction. Yeah. We don't need to give them all the information just yet. Okay, so this is for 4 and 7 go again. On hit like a top. We'll Dirge. Like, we're going to succumb this, and the hope is they don't fully cover it up. They do, unfortunately, have 1 block on gauntlets. So this would be a good target to defend with gauntlets. I love that we're just punishing ourselves with Guardian matchups, but this is the only way to get better at the matchup, and I think we're actually navigating it quite well. They're doing some questionable stuff. Those are 2 really good block cards. Oh no. I mean, no matter what, we're playing this out because we need the 2 action points. We can just save it though. Oh, I'm dumb. I needed to play the Dirge first. Because I can't break the chain anymore. I need to play the Dirge first. Yeah, I'm realizing that now. Because I can't play the Dirge without breaking the chant. Or the chain. They're also doing like super questionable things, so I don't really mind taking this concession here to reset and do this correctly, because they are like looking at the top of their deck and not choosing to banish it, which is super shiesty, but whatever. Okay, so now we got our Deadwood Dirge value. Then I still think the call is to not succumb on this. Like, they're still going to do their thing. That's fine. So do what you will with the rune chance. There's 2 more of them now. I'm sorry about that. Good sir. But they'll see. We'll see if that changes anything. Probably not. They're still going to do the like block with those two very scary cards. We don't need to succumb right here, so we're going to wait. They might have another 4 block. Who knows? Okay, so now they are going to trounce, and test of strength was the other one they have. And they are going to test our strength. What is our strength? Let's see. Okay, 6 is not bad. 8 is better. So they win the first trounce. They win the... No, they tied the second trounce. So nobody wins the second trounce. Are they going to pop a gold to fix that? They are. And then they win. Okay, so they get their things. That's fine. I mean, it's not great. It is what it is. I think I break the chain because we want them to banish whatever that is. So I think we break the chain. Okay, that's fine. Then we present the bounding. This is a little bit of a confusing line, even though it's like it's fairly straightforward actually. But so now if they don't fully block the 4 here, my hope is that they don't have another D-react. But no matter what, we're gonna succumb. I'm just like holding this information back, in case if they let it hit somehow. So that'll bring it to 3. Whatever, that's fine. We succumb either way. It doesn't matter what they have. We succumb. Hopefully this hits for 2, because this debuffs it, right? Next time I attack. Next time I attack. Never mind. So no, they're going to take 3 down to 2. And we're going to look at their hand. They're all 3 blocks? No, they're not. Attack action cards can't gain. That's amazing. Do we win? I think we won. Give me this cranial crush. I don't know. Who cares? You're gonna give me the other card anyways. Now you're dead. Oh my god. Did we actually beat a victor with 12 life left? Guys and gals, non-binary pals, we have done the impossible. No, we haven't. I lied. Hope's dashed. I mean, they're down to 1 though, so now it's sort of like inevitable. We still have demon. I love my demon friend. Shadow puppetry. Does that win us the game? I think it might. Vexing Quill Hand, Banshee, like maximum damage output. Banish Banshee. That's hard to say. 11. Jeez, man, chill. Chill out. Okay. Banish. Vexing. I guess we didn't need to play Reaping Blade, but whatever. It's fine. Make unpreventable. Now, 1 unpreventable. Is it GG's? Do you have life gain? Maybe it was a CYB deck all along and they just didn't see it. Good game. Okay. I mean, fairly successful journey against Guardian. I do think we learned some things. So we got lucky on our first game, I think. We got humbled on our second game. And we won our Victor matchup, I think, because we were, like, just concentrating on our status throughout the game, trying to figure out those opportunities that we get to like, set up. I think Oblivion is a very strong piece into Guardian. It's a, no-brainer inclusion. It's, like, one of the main reasons that it's in the list. But anyways, it was a lot of fun either way. Hope you guys enjoyed this journey, this challenge. Hope that helped you. Please give me some comments in terms of like how you navigate this. Do you navigate it differently? Do you have another sort of like trick to knowing when you should be taking turns off and setting up versus when you should be throwing stuff? Are there like cues that you take from the other side of the board? I don't know. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. As always, we will chat again real soon, I'm sure. Cheers, everybody. Thanks.